Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, upstays alive.
All right, welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed seeing me do 5 minutes of the Gringo Poppy or the recap of Flappers. But without further ado, we have Robbie Goodwin on the podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing?
Ever heard of him? Yeah, he's back. He's visiting L.A.
I'm back. This is the greatest comeback we've ever seen.
Hell yeah, dude. We should. You know what happens when you got three hawks? We call our fans and people on the show hawks.
Okay.
When you get three hawks in a room, sometimes you got shows to plug. So
That's true.
So you start us off, Robbie.
All right, here we go. So this coming out Thursday, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so Friday I'm doing in San Francisco. I'm doing Don't Tell Milk Bar. Saturday I have other shows. I think I'm doing longer sets on those, so maybe come to see that. Then Sunday I am doing a set before Brent Pella at the San Jose Improv.
Oh, Brent.
Great guy, never met him.
Great guy, never met him.
One of our guys.
Then I'm doing a bunch of, I'm judging, I'm doing Roast Battle at Grove 34. I'm judging on Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm doing New York Comedy Club. Sorry, I'm not usually booked this much, by the way.
This is good, dude. No.
Sounds like I have a lot of stuff. And we are doing a big birthday show at Grove 34 in Astoria for my podcast, and a big party celebration of my podcast. So everybody, what about Rob? So check that out.
Yeah.
And check out my other podcast, The Crowder Boys.
Yeah,
Nice.
we might get into that a little bit on the show, ask you about how that's going. But
All right, yeah.
if we got New York fans, let us know, okay? Because check out Robbie, support the show. Gerardo, though, what do you got?
June 6th, 7th, I'll be at the Mic Drop in San Diego. And then March 29th, I'm at the Paradise Room in Santa Ana. And last night was Bruce's.
Nice.
All right. And then May 17th, I'm at Basement Dwellers, or Cave Dwellers.
Basement Dwellers. You said it right the first time.
Basement Dwellers. The tickets are on Eventbrite. I'm headlining, so come out to that if you want to see me do a lot of stand-up. And then also Fourth Wall on the 25th. But that's not why you're here.
I also shared your stand-up online without your permission, dude, on Patreon.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. On Patreon, if you want to see my return to Flappers,
Nice.
then you can join the Patreon.
I might have to join for that.
You would do that?
I might. I'm very curious. I want to see it.
Go. Well, yeah. You absolutely should. I won't spoil anything then.
Oh, you can spoil it. What happened? Like, how'd you get back to Flappers?
I did a whole episode on it.
Yeah.
But basically, they yelled at the headliner. That was headliner.
Well, he's not asking you that. He's asking you, how did it get done?
How did it get? What do you mean?
How did you get onto the stage?
Yeah, how'd you get? I thought you were banned.
I mean, I thought I was banned, and Gerardo was like, "You're probably not banned. They probably don't know who you are."
Gotcha.
And I started thinking that too, but no, I absolutely was banned. And they yelled at the guy that put me on a lot, and he was like, "Hey, I can put up whoever I want."
Nice,
And
dude.
then-
Was it Leno?
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you.
Can you imagine?
This is my town, Burbank. This is my territory.
I think if it was Leno, they wouldn't have said anything. They would have just been silently angry. I'm like, I'm with Jay.
Yeah, for sure. That's always fun when you like get back in through the back door of like some other way, and they
Literally
have
the
to, like, eat
back
shit.
door.
Yeah. You're fucking Jay Leno, right? Yeah, that's what I know about you.
That would be awesome. So you dress up like Jay Leno, and they're pretty stupid, so maybe it works again.
I have like half my face burned off.
You rent a classic car.
Hey, this is my best friend Brendan Cooney. Give him 5 minutes. You want to give him 5 minutes?
Damn, dude. Josh and Barb getting really mad. He said he's his best friend.
That's obviously Jay Leno. Why would his face be burned?
They can't question the scars.
Did you tell him to check his Twitter? He doesn't have Twitter, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the things that the booker kept saying. He kept yelling at the headliner saying, please, pull up his Twitter. Pull up his Twitter right now. Because I had just tweeted about being on the show. And I said, I forgot that I had said this, but I said Flappers has no self-respect.
Oh, wow.
So I was, at the time, I didn't think it was a big deal, but I had said that.
How'd they find out? Like, are they still monitoring you and like reading your shit? That's
I guess
so funny.
so. These weirdos are doing that. They lit that. I didn't even think about that, but that's right. They're still keeping tabs.
That's so
on me.
fun. That's like if Schaub watched your show. Like if he was like, watching your Schaub show. Yeah.
I mean, probably not, but who knows?
Yeah.
And like, it's hard to
Yeah,
tell.
you know, I do name search a lot, and sometimes I'll do it, and I'll see some like a mean comment. I'm like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this never ends. Like no one starts a Reddit thread like Robbie's a great guy actually. Like that just doesn't happen on the internet for the most. Your social media is usually pretty nice, but if you're like going out just searching for your name, that will only end poorly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the internet, for the most part, is for complaining. You know, that's what it's all about.
You gotta find the good ones. You gotta find the Goodwin heads.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know about this, Gerardo?
What? Goodwin heads.
Goodwin heads.
Yeah, Goodwin heads, baby.
Oh, I didn't know you had. Is that your fan base?
Yeah, and I started that about 6 years before I had an actual fan.
Oh shit!
I coined the phrase "Goodwin heads,"
Yeah, dude.
which I thought when I'd actually get fans, I would like think of a better name, and I still have yet to think of a better name. Then it's so awkward. Goodwin heads.
I love it. I love when you didn't have fans and you were doing it. It was controversial in the scene.
Was it really?
I think so. You tell me if here's my memory of when you started out here. My memory is that you were bullied a little bit.
Oh, of course. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. I don't know why people like to bully me so much, but
Can we go back on memory if it's not too traumatic? If it's not too traumatic, can we go back memory lane, pull off?
yeah,
Robbie
let's do
Goodwin
it.
arrives.
Let's do it WTF style, dude. So when we started, man, what was your fucking deal, huh?
Can you imagine Marin asking you that?
Dude,
be
I'd
great.
come in my pants, dude. All I've ever wanted is for Mark Maron. That's like our Carson calling over to the couch. It's Maron asking it. What's fucking up with you, huh? You know,
A boy
that's
can
how you know
dream.
you made it.
Do you really think that, or do you like Marin a lot?
I used to really like. I haven't listened to him in a long time. I used to when I like cared what comedians had to say. I really enjoyed his podcast.
Me too. Did
Yeah.
you ever listen to that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was big into it, but I think after, not that it's much of a correlation, but after the Louis thing, I just stopped listening.
Yeah, he ran out of like famous people he had I mean, the best ones were like famous people he had beef with, and then he just kind of like ran out of those guys.
I would listen to it with like girls on first dates, and then I would tell them like when they were obviously not enjoying it, which I don't know why. I would tell them like, no, but he's gonna play the guitar right now. And, like, let's wait till that part, you know?
Yeah, this is my favorite song.
Yeah.
I put that on during sex. The opening of Mark Maron.
That's like woke Shane Gillis.
I'm just like, close the gates.
Yeah, hey, block the gates and open your legs, honey.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I listen to Pete Holmes too. It's like I can't imagine it listening to like. I mean, not to shit on these guys. It's just not. I don't listen to like comedy interviews anymore.
I don't listen. That's true. Maybe it's just that. But the other day, I sent this to you, Gerardo, the Pete Holmes Magic Mind ad.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you seen this
that?
thing?
Dude, I got hit with that ad. Yeah. What the hell is that?
It was crazy, dude. I thought it was like a masterclass ad, and then it was Magic Mind.
Yeah, I'm
It
not
starts
buying
off
Magic
with
Mind until Pete Holmes does Black Scent, dude. That's
Yeah.
all I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get on it.
He was a big alpha brain guy too, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And CBD too. He's a salesman.
He needs to get off the
He
pills,
is,
dude.
yeah, he should just relapse and drink again, honestly. Just drink.
Damn.
Why are you putting all this bullshit in your body?
He's coloring within the lines. That's what he's doing.
I mean, he's very like religious, or used to be religious and spiritual, so it's probably just a part of him that like likes like to believe in something, and like probably like Magic Mind. If you think about it, like he's a classic like wellness guy, like
Yeah.
you know, guys who fall for wellness traps, which I've been known to do. But,
That's
you
a
know.
charitable view of it. I mean, when I watched it, he was sort of like, it starts off, you don't know that it's Magic Mind, right?
Right? Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's something that's like about a serious thing about life or career stuff.
Right.
You gotta
Yeah.
write every day, Dig.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said. Yeah, he's like, you got to write every day, every single day. The guys that really do well, they work out and they eat healthy before shows. That's how I can't do a show unless I've worked
right.
out. So I'm
Yeah.
listening to it. I'm thinking like, okay, that's not the worst advice I've ever heard. Maybe Pete Holmes is like, you know, but he's like, and that's why I'm talking to you, Mr. Magic Mind.
Yeah.
And they like drinks Magic Mind in front of the guy.
Yeah.
It's out of control, dude.
I should do that one for Blue Chew. Yeah, just like a fake podcast. Like sometimes it's hard to get hard, you know. That's why I have to beat off after the date. Not anymore though. Now I can beat off with Blue Chew. Everybody.
Yeah, dude, you get a huge boner, and you and Dalton and Amico.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been. Yeah. The three poster boys for sex. Me and Dalton Crack.
You guys aren't slanging dig?
Girls do like me, which is very funny. Like I'm
Good.
That's why it's like it's such a weird thing sometimes to be like, as you said, like bullied by male comics sometimes, but then like girl comics seem to like me.
Okay.
So or whatever. So it's like it's kind of a funny. You'd expect for everyone to hate you, but it does seem a little divided by.
Well,
down
if
the gender
girl
lines.
comics like you, that's good.
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
It's like who cares? But let's get back into that. Yeah. So we're on memory lane. What was the being bullied in LA? You don't have to name names, but if you want to, go ahead.
I don't really remember, but when you said that, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. But
Okay,
what do you remember for the most part?
I remember listening.
Oh, you know what? Steve Hernandez would bully me a lot, actually.
Steve Hearn makes an appearance on the pod.
Steve, big, get him again. Hernandez.
What would
Steve, big Hearn, get him again. Hernandez.
what would he do to you?
He would just like make fun of me a lot and like
Okay.
put Facebook about something stupid I said and make it like a Facebook status.
I think that they're like Steve and a lot of people have an immediate bad reaction sometimes to like big like even that guy Brent. I remember the
Yeah.
guy you mentioned Brent. Brentwood is like a pretty ridiculous guy.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he'll do like rap parodies and he'll be like, I'm Brent, I'm doing like you know,
Yeah.
Dude, I love Brent Bella. He's
yeah, no, I
hilarious.
I'm friends with Brent too.
Yeah.
But
he's a
it's
silly
like,
guy.
The
Check us out on
silliness,
Sunday.
Yeah.
I think it like if they don't know who you are,
Right.
it definitely rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true because it's like but I don't. The thing is, I've never been the like cool comic like I've never been like which is very popular here and New York too.
Yeah, Gerardo, good to meet you.
Yeah, what's up, man? I was trying not to make eye contact with you. I call them little Delias, just like guys who go up at the the Laugh Factory, like, so I'm getting pussy,
Oh man.
or like
I'll cut that part out. That's one of my jokes.
yeah. Am I just doing your act?
Yeah.
Or like Wardell types, but I think
Right.
people are really drawn to that. And I'm just not, I don't ooze cool in my comedy because I just take big swings because I do like voices and I'm silly and stupid. But
Yeah, you're like a white Jamar Neighbors, like kind of crack baby-ish.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said. I love Jamar. He's so
You
funny.
too.
You ever fart on the mic?
Don't give away my clothes. I'm trying to get people out to the San Jose Improv this Sunday. One time I saw Jamar at the Comedy Store and there's like no one there, and he just goes. So woman's like, "Would you fuck Bill Cosby?" And they were like, "No." And he's like, "Well, that's why he did it, Dan." Like it's just insane what he was saying. It was just absolutely unhinged.
Yeah. Every craziest thing I've ever seen is Jamar doing it. Really, I think about it for long and
I saw him open up for Shane Gillis at Caroline's like a few years ago. Maybe it was a year, whatever, maybe a year and a half ago or something. And it was funny because his audience was not into it, but I just saw Shane on the side just laughing his ass off. Like, Jamar is like such a. Oh man! One time I saw him actually way back at the Hollywood Improv, and he goes up there. He's wearing a Michael Vick jersey, like huge chains. Shout out Jamar, really funny guy.
Yeah.
I kind of want to I want to wear a Michael Vick jersey. That's funny.
That would be a good bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think enough time has passed that it would be really funny to wear.
Yeah.
They love Michael Vick again.
Who does?
Like football fans.
The
Oh, yeah.
community, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always liked Michael Vick. I don't want to be like a guy that's like pro dog fighting or whatever, but I feel like he immediately was like, yeah, I fucked up, and then he went to prison over it, which seems like a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I love dogs too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love Brendan Schaub. I don't like fucking teaching baseball, dude. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't have to like co-sign what everything the artist does, dude.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much have you kept up on the Schaub stuff?
I kind of dropped out. I actually was on the fighter and the kids. So I got on that subreddit a few titimes.
Oh yeah,
Because I did Legion of Skanks and made fun of him, and then some people clipped some of my Real Ass podcast stuff about it, and it was like probably my most popular stuff I ever have done on Reddit. Like I'm always posting clips and stuff, and these random clips making fun of shit where I just like put a stray out on Schaub. Yeah. It was like around that Gringo Poppy time when everyone was talking about him, and we were like. One of the first, like I remember on Skanks, Liz was like, "Why would you make fun of him? He's a friend," And I was just like, and now Liz is like, "All right, it's time to play. Why is Brent Schaub an idiot this week?
That's hilarious.
Let's have a Skankfest and tar and feather him." Like, but at the time they're like, "Why are you bringing that? Why would you make fun of Schaub?" So we were kind of a little. It was back when everyone was kind of making fun of Schaub behind his back, like every comedian.
Yeah,
I feel like there was like around Gringo Poppy when that came out. I feel like everyone was like, "All right." guess what? It's okay to make fun of Brendan Schaub publicly. And then every comedian said they actually thought about him.
So you did it early is a little more brave.
Yeah, people were like, I think people were like, I don't want to say brave. It's fucking stupid. But but I actually was more into Callan. I love making fun of Callan a lot more than making fun of Schaub.
That's what we did.
You gotta go squeeze. I was gonna take you home and have sex with you and fondle you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't rape nobody.
Dude, can you do Callan, but like Callan tells a story, it's awful. It's like about how him and his
the Scottish man.
No, well, actually,
okay.
I would love to see a Scottish man too.
Dude.
But I'm gonna make some requests. So Callan said that he was talking to Dalia.
Oh, Dalia. I met him twice before. We were never publicly hanging out together or work together ever. But I'm going to cry for some reason.
With the sunglasses.
Yeah, that was the greatest thing.
I don't really know him.
That was the greatest thing ever. That was like the week after they were like all gave everyone COVID. And then they like, because they were the first ones to like do a show during COVID. I remember.
Super spreaders, dude.
And they had a VIP meet and greet. Like they not only had it, they like shook hands with everybody.
Yeah.
And so then they spread it, and then
They didn't spread it, dude. They
true.
saw a bag on the floor and they scooped that bitch
scooped
up,
it up.
dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We make fun of Schultz a lot.
Oh
Schultz
my
says stuff like
God,
that.
dude, what happened to him? What happened? He like turned into like fucking Waluigi, right? Like he's like an evil villain now, like with his mustache and his hair.
The haircut and the mustache are a very strange choice outside of all the other stuff he does.
His podcast is funny to me because he's like a conservative wigger. It's like very strange. He's like, yo, son, it's just like there was fentanyl in George Floyd's system, though. You know? And the cop's like, it's true. And then you got to count the votes. You got to count all the votes.
I don't care what kind of genitalia you want, son. You're a man.
Yeah,
bruh.
exactly. They do like ebonics about like
Political shit.
like Tucker Carlson talking points. It's just so strange.
Yo, Biden mad old, dude.
Yo,
Mad old,
Ronald Reagan was a bucket.
Ronald Reagan's the way he handled immigration. Fire.
Yeah. Yo, we can't just let people in. We got to close the border, son. We got to build a taller wall than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk, Mitch McConnell. You know what I'm saying? I'm sad to see that legend go.
Oh, shit. You know he gonna stop the steal. You know his ass gonna stop he's gonna stop the steal better than Andrew Wiggins in the 2022 finals.
All right. Let me ask you this though. Was Meek Mill gay when Trump was president?
Biden might be out here turning the homies gay.
Yo, every rapper gay.
I didn't see anything about Diddy until Biden got in there. And then he's like, just jumps out of the chair screaming.
Something about that seemed real feminine to me, bruh.
Do you know that they slap?
Yeah. Didn't he say on a recent show, he was like, I think we got to start a news network. I'm like, is this guy just on cocaine all the time? Like, I get accused of that too, but I'm not. He literally did like the self-parody Adderall thing. You're like, I got a great new idea for a business. We do the news. Like, what do you guys think? Like, we should do that, right?
Who are the other dudes besides the main side?
That's the thing. They don't have enough people on that podcast. They got to get a few more co-hosts in there.
Yeah, that's a sign of like every bad podcast.
Crowder is my favorite example.
Yes.
They always pan like
Please.
12 different dudes on Steven Crowder. Yeah. He's
gonna
like,
go broke.
he like, Crowder be like, yeah, because they ate all the fried chicken. And it'll cut to like 4 people, like a producer somewhere, like bikers, you know.
They're like security or what are the bikers?
They just look like rednecks that he's having on.
yeah.
They're probably like YouTube conservative celebrities or something. One time they had like the Hodge twins on, and that's what I'm.
Oh, those big
thinking.
dudes.
Yeah, I have non-Hodge twins lymphoma.
Dude, I remember they weren't like as famous as they are now.
Yeah, they're like a workout channel, right?
Well, I didn't even know that makes sense because they're like yoke dudes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was at the Improv. This is years ago.
Yeah.
And these dudes, they came to do their show and they sold the shit out. And I was like, who the fuck are those guys?
Yeah, they were like they were like comedians. A lot of these guys were comedians, and they like pivot to like political, like Jimmy Dore, Steven Crowder, fucking Sam Cedar, Russell Brand. What the fuck is Gavin McInnes? All these guys were like kind of failed comics. Although the Hodge twins, I think, did well and just turned conservative.
Dore was a like a headliner, and he does
Yeah.
he has that Flappers. He bring it back to Flappers.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
when you were here, he was doing all the
I remember,
those
yeah.
Flappers shows.
I used to listen. The first podcast I think I ever listened to was his and Todd Glass's podcast, and I really liked it actually.
Was it political?
Jimmy would get political, and Todd would like kind of like agree, but it was mostly just about comedy. But yeah, Jimmy Dore would kind of do his shtick where he goes on rants,
Yeah.
but it was all like about like George Bush. Like it was just all like, and the Iraq War. I'm sick of these people. You know, it's like a lot of that. And Tom's like, what, you know, and it was. I remember it being very funny, but yeah, it wasn't that political because Todd Glass isn't like a super political guy. Like he has like his pet topics, but he kind of kept it silly.
He was always a nice guy. I bumped
a
into
nice
him when I
guy.
first moved here, and he was just like nice to everybody.
Yeah, I still see Todd Glass now and then. He's always a good friend. He had me on his show,
Oh,
the Todd
cool.
Glass show, like when I first moved here. You know, back when nobody, you know, once again, like
He's a Goodwin head, early adopter.
he was an early good one head, yeah, and he used to like throw pretty fun parties. And I just saw him in Philly actually. He came out to Philly and put me on the list for the show, and he was really good, really funny.
With Crowder, I know I don't know him well, but you know I know him as being like.
Well, you got a
unfunny.
Crowder boy on. You got
That's
a big
why I wanted
Crowder
to. Yeah,
head, yeah.
I wanted to ask about that because Crowder sucks.
Yeah,
I mean he's very unfunny. I also don't agree with most of the stuff he says. Probably, I
Yeah.
don't listen to him, so I wouldn't.
You're
know.
a dick.
He's
Great
like-
guy, never met him.
He's literally one of the worst people, and he's like just so. Even if I agreed with his politics, I would just find him to be such a dweeb.
So
He's like,
what? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry, you go ahead.
I was gonna say why the name of
We started out. The show kind of started out making fun of like those like YouTube politics guys, basically. Like every episode, we pretend like we say "step into the arena of ideas," and our catchphrase is "prove my mind." Like it's just like we're just doing like nonsense. We're like doing like we were acting like those like YouTube because we all like love to hate on like those debate guys like Destiny or Ben Shapiro, all those all those like annoying like oh, I'm about to what was funny about like they always are like use like army imagery, like they're always like, yes, we're mental gladiators, we use our metaphorical swords to slay the demon of misinformation or whatever, you know.
That's early Brian Calvinitis, dude.
And recent
kinda,
he
yeah.
tried to he did it in that solo show.
Yeah.
And then he was he was the first to do the religious pivot grift, which Russell Brand's doing now.
Callan did religious?
Yeah, he did his YouTube. I looked at his YouTube channel. It was all like, but can we find God in it every day? You know, he has like pastors on and shit.
He will do anything. We watched this clip from Chang's the other day where he was doing a Hot Ones thing.
Oh my
He
god,
made the world's strongest man eat chicken wings with him.
that's so funny.
He's
Callan's just throwing anything at the wall. I'm the fighter guy. No, I'm a hot wings guy. No, I'm a political guy. No. I am religious now. It's just like, and I'm best friends with Crystalia again. That's right.
If he really said like you're doing a great impersonation of him, but it's also more entertaining than he is.
Oh yeah.
Like if he sounded like that, I probably would be like, this is actually good.
It's way more as like stand up, or he does that when he's trying to be funny. You know, he always, like does that.
No, he got really good. That was too good.
Yeah.
Then it went back to bad.
Trying to be funny. Trying to make you laugh. Ooh, I'll squeeze you, tick you, give you a little pet. Ooh.
What about, can you do double up the funny? Do you ever see that clip?
No, what's that?
Oh, dude.
He walks in, it's like Schaub and Rogan, and they're in a green room. And Callan comes in, he has a leather jacket on. He's like, ooh, look, the funny just doubled up. Do it.
Oh, look, the funny just doubled on.
It sounds exactly like it.
That's good, man. That is fucking good.
Yeah, I got like, when everyone was on the Schaub thing, and of course I follow the Schaub stuff, I was like, I think Callan's the more evil one.
Yeah.
And so
sure.
I found him to be more fascinating. I watched all his we did a special watch. We did Man Tears watch along on my show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
nice.
did it with
Nice.
Andy Haynes, which was really fun.
Oh, good,
And
good,
Andy
good.
Haynes was like, I actually opened for him, and I was like, oh, sorry, do you not want to do this? He's like, oh no, let's do this.
Yeah. He's probably
He
an
just
asshole.
shit on him so much. Yeah. He said he was a nice enough guy, but he just, I think he thinks he's a hack and,
good
a rapist. Like Andy Haynes is. Andy Haynes is like, I feel like so many comedians are like, no, we shouldn't say anything bad about them. They're friends with Joe Rogan. That's like a lie.
Yeah.
But I think Andy was like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like, he's credibly accused of rape or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, and also he's just so bad.
That's
He's
the thing.
so
It's like,
bad.
oh, we're missing out on his great comedy. Like, I'm a man. I'm a big, strong man.
Look at this man.
I realize you know what he's doing? his entire stand-up persona is the Ron Burgundy, like, I'm a rich mahogany, you know, like
Yeah.
I have many leather-bound books in my apartment. That's basically that's Callan's whole act. Like, I have many leather-bound books.
Yeah.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany. You know, that's like, he's just doing that bit
He's
over and
peak
over and
Anchorman
over and
quote.
over again. Yeah.
He's what?
Peak Anchorman quote.
Yeah, he's doing like the fake
Yeah.
manly thing that everyone does in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also he's like, he's also very smart. You know, he was raised abroad.
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Thank you for that, Brian.
He knows a lot about politics.
As
you know.
as a half Afghan myself, I am.
You're happy that he's pronouncing it correctly.
I'm so happy every time he does it. Every time he goes Afghanistan, which no one does, not even my Afghan family.
What with the Crowder Boys podcast and like the politics guys, like which guy do you guys make fun of the most?
We've been weirdly making fun of Destiny a lot just because he's been in the news.
You don't know that guy?
I have no clue who Destiny is.
I know that.
But the one exception, and this might be our biggest one, is we stan Bill Maher. We love Bill Maher. We are
Right.
Bang Bang Maher gang. New rule. I'm goated. But he's like, we get a lot of requests like they like my Maher impression. So like the chat, it's like a live stream with a chat, and they'll like send out like they'll pay $2 to hear like Maher's attacks. Like just me. It's like new rule. I'm in space. There's a lot. So that's like a big
good.
recurring bit in the show. Stephen A. Smith he's kind of an Arena of Ideas guy, but
he was on Mar.
I fucking love Stephen A. I legitimately love Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, he's always like. Because he's great. Because I used to not like him for sports. Because like this guy doesn't watch the games. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But he used that, and now he's a genius at like he'll take questions and be like, at underscore Twitter says who would win in a fight, SpongeBob or Goku? Now look at this brother here.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
He's got big muscles, but SpongeBob. Don't underestimate a small guard.
Yeah.
I've been like this in pickup basketball. I'm going with SpongeBob.
And then
So
he'll
he's
lose
just-
his mind eventually too.
He's turned into just the greatest bullshit artist of all time. He
Yeah.
can talk about anything and immediately have a strong opinion on it.
I think I like Stephen A. Smith when I see him on. I'm like, that guy's
He's
pretty-
funny.
he's
I don't like
funny.
I think Kendrick Perkins sucks because he's like dumb and not funny.
yeah.
I could see him being stupid. He's like a big guy,
Yeah,
slow.
yeah.
He sounds like if a squeaky toy could talk.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do. They would make the playoffs. What did I tell you? It's just like, but he has like the worst take. Like ESPN is like it's entertaining, but it's all very empty. It's basically like cable news, but I like it more than cable news because it's basically meaningless. Like who cares, honestly? But
I can
it's,
see like Kendrick is probably just a replacement guy for when one of the other bigger guys goes away.
It's for when Stephen A.
retires.
isn't there. Yeah.
Oh, really? They're gonna replace it?
No, it's more so like when he doesn't want to do the show or something. Like
Right.
Kendrick on a lot of the shows, Stephen A. doesn't want to commentate on because he clearly didn't watch the game or care about it. They'll have one time I was watching. Stephen A. was in the middle of this when football's on. He obviously just doesn't watch anything.
Yeah.
But he was official. He did the after show for Warriors Suns. And it seemed like he didn't even watch the game that he was officially because his commentary at the end was, at that end of that game, I saw Kevin Durant on the bench and he was looking at Steph Curry. And I thought to myself, I'll bet he's thinking, that guy used to be my teammate. Like what?
He has nothing to do
The
with
analysis?
anything, yeah. Can you do Stephen A. Smith, like if he was, let's say it's late and he clicks on the wrong thing, he ends up on the Fighter in the Kids subreddit?
Okay.
He starts talking about Schaub.
Okay, look at this brother here. This guy obviously has gum in his mouth, I want to say. There's something going on. I think maybe marbles. I think he might have some marbles because he's not quite saying anything correctly. This other guy over here, he seems to be some sort of vampire or ghoul. Or maybe just an older man who's still obsessed with fitness. I respect that, actually. I respect his game in that. But how are you going to tell me that you're the kid when you're over 50 years old? I see that he's a fighter, but you are not a kid. Unless the woman you're dating is the fighter. And we're just going to have to see what happens.
That's fucking pretty good. That was
Thanks.
very good,
That was
dude.
great.
That was Netflix.
I would clap, but I'm switching.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
they're
Yeah,
switching.
that's the other most requested lately. Like they'll be like, "Can you do Stephen A. Kevin Smith? Can you do Stephen Dave Smith?"
He says a Mexican cookie is a cookie with salsa on it.
yeah. Gringo Pop. Yeah. What was the closer of Gringo Pop? He like fought a lion or something?
Yeah.
A legendary line. Gerardo, you want to tell
A
him?
mountain of the fucking lions, dude.
Callan also closed his special like fighting a lion, right? Like he told a
Yeah,
story. Like
all three of them do.
That's
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
what did he say?
Now, when Brian Callen fights a lion, I see it in his eyes. It's actually turning into Brian Callen now. Yeah, I forgot.
Rogan had one too.
Yeah.
Rogan, we watched.
Why are these guys fighting lions?
I know.
They're very. If you watch, because we do reviews on the Patreon.
Yeah.
If you watch their stand up, a lot of them are very animal based. There's lots of animal material.
yeah.
A lot of home invasions.
Right. Rogan
Yeah.
is like obsessed with animals. Like
Yes.
the only time his full attention is when there's like a monkey video on the screen.
Yeah, nature is. What is it? The Twitter
Nature's
Nature's
Wild.
Wild or
Oh,
something.
I do like that Twitter though.
It is
Yeah.
good, but
No,
I
like-
wouldn't like do a whole show on it.
Oh, he would though.
Yeah.
He wishes he could do like a show where he just watched like
10 minutes of nature.
yeah, he would do 10 minutes of Shaw, but it's just like leopard videos.
Conservatives love animals, which is one of the things I can relate to them about.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
don't think everyone loves animals.
Yeah,
but
so we can all agree on that. Jim Breuer with the cockatoo.
Oh
Remember
my
that?
God, dude! You see, Jim Breuer saying Chappelle was cloned and repled. He was on Roseanne's show talking about the arena of ideas. These are two intellectual titans doing a back and forth there. But he was like, when Chappelle left, man, like he was different. His body isn't the same. I think they got to him, and it was like,
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't know he meant clone. I saw one clip and I
They were
thought
saying he was
saying-
like, or they were saying he was like replaced. Like they hired a new Dave Chappelle.
they hired but it's like he's exactly the same except for he's yoked.
His
They gave
voice
him
is a little
muscles.
different. No, it's
Yeah.
probably just because Dave Chappelle is a binge drinker. That's why he looks different. He got jacked and he's a binge drinker, so your face changes.
But it'd be like if you were if let's say Jim Breuer is right. Okay, they clone Dave Chappelle, and you're the person that's cloning him, Chappelle.
Yeah.
If you put all these muscles on him and everything, doesn't that make you a little weird? Like, why would you do that?
yeah, if you were trying to get away with cloning someone, you would try to make them have the same body type on some level. Yeah, who are these shitty cloners? Like, all right, yeah, get we need a replacement for Patrice O'Neill. Get fucking The Rock or something like that. Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill looks like Terry Crews now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's walking around, he's smoking a cigarette. He's,
Yeah.
like,
Also,
lifting and shit.
if Dave was cloned, how do you know all these things about San Francisco, which he obviously spends a lot of time in?
Right.
Let's see. Do you guys want to watch something or no?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Okay, here we go.
And then what about David Chappelle? You say that's not the
David
same person
Chappelle.
that you used to know. So do you want to get? I don't mind getting into it. Do you think it's some MK Ultra celebrity playing his role? Do you think there's something deeper there? Do you think it's a clone? Do you, like what? I mean, dude, it's clearly not the same person.
Pause, dude.
He looks like a basketball coach after his team just lost. we didn't play too well out there.
It's a show on Rumble, too.
He's looking like a fucking second term president, actually. Look at that.
Yeah,
He looks
he's-
weathered
yeah.
and sad.
He looks like he's gonna think about what he's about to say right now.
He
dude.
looks like he just like he looks like he's reflecting on his decision to invade Iraq.
What podcast is this?
I don't know.
It's on Rumble, dude.
It's a
Yeah,
TikTok.
it's a Rumble show.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a TikTok clip of a Rumble show.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
He's like, is this show gonna allow the truth right now?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get kicked off like Nick Flappers.
I know the real Dave would have put me in half baked too, man. He never cut me out of that.
Let's see.
It's I almost feel that I'll just say this. This is all I know. This is all I know. This is the God's honest truth. This is all I know. I know that Dave
He forgot what he was gonna say.
Which Dave again? Dave Coulier. He was on Full House, then he was gone.
He is talking. Can you imagine if this was your dad? I mean, you're like, Dad, can I get allowance? He's like,
If Joe Biden answered a question like this, they'd be like, "Oh, you gotta get him out. You gotta get him out. This guy doesn't know anything."
Let's see.
When Dave was visited.
Okay, he took 30 seconds to say Dave was visited. And this is all I know. He's kind of Trumpy in that way. This is all I know. This is all, Dave was visited.
Let's see.
And that's up for him to tell that story. And that was my first real, like, what do you mean you were visited? And nobody talks about that. Everyone thinks he just ran away to Africa. And, the man was offered $50 million and he walked away.
He came back with 7 Netflix series.
All right, Meth.
Wow.
Pete Davidson.
This guy doesn't know the name of anything. He's like, David Chappelle got a Netflix series.
He's not on Hulu or Tubi.
This is the caliber of guest Jim Breuer can book now. This is a fucking methed up wigger.
I like the idea of Jim Breuer. It's Jim Brewer's show, and he's booked a host.
Yeah.
He's booked this guy.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Let's see here.
And he's promoting. He just had another person on Netflix that I forget his name. Doesn't matter. He just had a new Netflix, and it was sponsored by Dave. That means David Chappelle sponsored the last 3 of these comedians that I've seen on Netflix. So someone who walked away from a deal on Oprah's show, which I'm all about all of that, but then comes back and gets all of this. That's a different person. It's just what intellectual. I'm so glad we get to hear from everybody. This is such a good argument against podcasting. These two are out to lunch, just like pausing and not knowing anything about anything.
Yeah, this is the last Raccoon tweet he's ever did.
And the random painting behind him is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. Next to a YouTube icon.
I'm going to put my Rumble. How do we do a set decoration where there's a painting you can't see most of, and then a lot of white wall?
It does look like a closet.
And it's like a farm or something. The painting. I wonder what's behind.
Do you think
him.
Rumble's like them advertising YouTube on his wall too?
Oh yeah,
that feels like cross
contamination.
Yeah.
Not the smartest
Pick a
move.
side, Jim.
Yeah.
Is that Jim's house? Do you think?
I think that's probably his studio. Yeah,
The studio.
They're on
okay.
Zoom.
Right. Okay.
Let's see.
And then last thing, and then one more thing I want to add from the person that I remember
All right,
watching.
Jules, pause it. This guy's on meth. I swear to God, this guy. I don't like the look of him. He looks like
Red bar.
He looks like a middle schooler. What's next? The skate park? Get off my TV. All right, so what do we got next? Oh, okay. So David Spade has a new podcast.
Damn.
Oh, Jim Breuer. Jim Breuer, everybody. Oh, I don't like the look of him.
He's not doing too good, folks.
He's not doing too good. Look at him. He can't even make eye contact with the Zoom screen. His eyes are darting everywhere. He's like a dog looking at a tennis ball.
The view is very off-putting.
Yeah. Neither of them are looking at the Zoom. They're both like glancing up and down and like at the thing. It's like when you watch Red Bar, I will always look at the camera. I make eye contact until the other person sues me for sexual harassment.
I'll never do a show on a couch.
I'll never do a show on a couch.
Too much matching too with the orange hat and the shirt.
Also, I like that he like has no mic. He's using his like laptop. Who is this? Who's Sasha? Why is he talking to Jim Breuer?
One name.
He's one of the one-name DJs.
Also,
in the
is this
city.
a 4-minute TikTok?
Yeah.
Damn, this is awesome. This is so
worth
great.
every second.
What was that? David Chappelle show. And I remember honestly, an actual quote he said, I'll paraphrase, is that, and he was joking like he always does. And this one, it was Skinny David. And he was saying that the government, from the same government that engineered crack and HIV. This is David Chappelle who was saying that how long ago? That was probably, 15, 16, 17 years ago. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe longer to the person that he is now. That's why I asked, man. That's the part
Oh,
of,
he's
that's
yacked out.
That was the part that made me weary to
Expert
go.
analysis.
Do you see him fucking lit? He's like, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, 17, maybe 18. Oh, it could have even been 19 years ago. That's the only reason I asked, man. That's the only reason I asked that question, dude.
He's taken the kind of cocaine that makes you say full names, not just Dave.
David Chappelle, Mr. Chappelle. Mr. Chappelle came up. Mr. Chappelle came up to me. Who's Sasha? I need to know who this guy is.
Oh, we'll look him up right now, dude.
Yeah.
But I want to hear from Jim again.
Yeah,
dude.
of course.
On here, like I don't trust nobody at no time because I know what Hollywood has done, I know what they do, and it's everything you're confirming, and that's the reason why I've been blackballed and shadow banned and censored the way that I am is because you must know
Also, wait, pause it again.
He shadow banned.
Has Jim said anything, by the way?
No.
He said
That Dave was visited.
That's Dave's story to tell.
yeah.
Yeah, he can't tell it.
He just wanted to set himself up for his theory about Chappelle was cloned. You're like, oh, maybe he was. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah.
I think they cloned
just
Sasha.
like him. I got a
Yeah.
voice.
I think Sasha might be Jim Breuer's failed clone.
Let's see.
This is when you buy Matt Rife on Temu. This is what you get.
I don't care. You can kill me right now. You can say, look, you can't see your kids ever again. I'm going to kill you if you talk. I'm going to talk.
I love these guys because they all talk like they're spies. Like, I've been shadow banned, and blackballed, and I'm not allowed to go to England, and I have to be undercover at all times.
Yeah.
But if they ever ask me, and I don't know why anyone would tell me any secret of any kind, but I will talk.
Yeah. Fairfax County is full of pedophiles.
Yeah.
Oh man, can you imagine Biden waking up in the morning and be like, "What's going on with Sasha? Did we get Sasha?
God, we gotta get this Sasha guy talking to. I can't. Why do we tell him the nuclear codes?
The fucking chief of staff slams his papers on the thing. He's like, "God damn it, Sasha's on Bruniverse."
Bruniverse. Biden, we did everything. We threatened his family, but he says he's gonna talk.
Bruniverse. I didn't realize, but in the bottom corner is Bruniverse.
Have we tried shadow banning and blackballing him? We've tried it a long time ago, sir.
Kill him and tell him that he will never see his children again, please.
Because we need to clone Dave Chappelle. Come on, have we cloned the stand-up comedian yet? He has all the secrets of Comedy Central. We can't let those get out.
It's because Biden's so old that he thinks that Comedy Central is still real, super duper relevant.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's Netflix now.
He's gonna spill the beans on crank yankers. I gotta kill him and clone him.
That's so funny, dude.
Oh fuck.
Let's see.
No, I don't know Tupac. Oh shit.
Maybe I do. What? Maybe he has to think if he remembers, if he knows Tupac.
I don't know Tupac.
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Maybe he came. He was a big Goat Boy fan, actually, Tupac. So I did meet him once, actually. He's making those bizarre faces.
You know what?
He was on. Of course, I.
That's what
I met him on.
That's
SNL.
what I know. Yeah.
Can you pause it one more time? This is. These are two men who don't know how to talk. None of these guys know how to
Yeah.
This is the opposite of This actually makes me appreciate Destiny and Ben Shapiro because they can talk. They can have a coherent conversation at least.
Yeah. They don't have the warrior spirit, dude. That's what it is.
I don't think that Destiny or Ben Shapiro could handle being on a format like this because they're so fast and quick and all that.
Yeah.
They would get so mad at
Destiny
the two of these
does
people.
it though. Destiny does these Zoom things a lot.
I know he does a whatever pod because that's how I found out about him.
Right, yeah.
I'm a big whatever pod fan. No, I'm not, but I've seen the clips.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this is the arena of ideas that we're talking about. This is literally the dojo of discourse.
Let's see.
With the Dave thing, I'd be a blatant liar if I were to say 100% that's him.
Okay. Perfect.
Because our communication ended.
Perfect. I wasn't really asking for an answer. I just kind of want to say my bullshit theory. But now that you've confirmed my biases, perfect. Awesome. I'm so happy he's cloned.
And if you didn't get that, you can kill me.
Yeah, and you can kill me, by the way, for my genius theories about David Chappelle's Netflix series. I've already been shadow banned and blackballed. Look, Sasha is. No one wants to see. You can't see Sasha on YouTube.
You can't see Sasha on YouTube.
Can't see Sasha on YouTube, man. I'm blackballed and shadow banned, and Elon raped me.
I can't get over that he won't admit that he's not sure that he's not a clone.
All these guys who like love conspiracies are like, well, I can't rule it out.
Yeah.
Like even fucking Anthony Cumia, who used to spend a lot of time on O&A making fun of like Alex Jones and conspiracy theorists. He's like, I mean, can I say that 9/11 was real? I can't say 100% sure. Like he says that. He straight up says that now, which is like,
That's wild.
I think it's like when you know better, but you like don't want you. There's certain kinds of guys that just don't want to say any conspiracy theory isn't real. Because they're conspiracy guys. And if you point out the logic in one of them, it's like the house of cards kind of comes falling down. But maybe he also does believe that Chappelle was cloned. He seems like he's gotten genuinely kooky lately.
If he does believe that, that's one thing. It is kind of a cop out to be like, I can't say 100%.
Right.
Because you can't say 100% almost anything.
No.
Yeah.
Realistically, I can't say 100% that this isn't a clone, that you're not a clone, that I'm not a clone.
Yeah, every time I talk to conspiracy guys, they believe all of them. I'm like, which one's fake? Which one of? So yeah, I think if you buy into one, you buy into them all.
And this is not an attack on Devin Costa.
No.
It is. He didn't book me. He didn't even get back to me my Instagram message.
This is an attack on Devin Costa.
What? You're attacking me now? What? Because I thought Pizzagate was real.
Do you know what's funny about that? I texted him one time. I said, "This is the only message you've ever sent me," because I was looking through my phone for something else and I saw it, and I can't remember if it was a message or a text. The only thing Devin has ever sent me is, "Hey, this is Devin. This is the video I was telling you about," and it was a Pizzagate video.
He was super into Pizzagate. I remember he was at fucking Tribal Cafe, just being like, and you can't put anything about it on YouTube. I'm just asking questions. John Podesta, he has pizza stuff in his house.
And that's why Tribal Cafe is no longer around.
Oh, R.I.P.
They got shut down. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Did they get shut down?
I don't know anything about LA.
You know,
Blender,
their business model of open mics every day and loud blunders didn't work. That's mostly I remember about it. And once Pedro Salinas moved, half of their business was gone.
He's buying up the smoothies.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, back to Jim.
And when I say he stopped communicating with me.
I wonder why, dude. And that's right around the time I met you, Sasha. Like, let's see.
When he came back. When I say came back, I'm not talking about from Africa, because the first thing he did was go on Oprah, which I find fascinating. And I highly suggest
he's not even talking about Dave
Yeah.
anymore. He's like, I watch Oprah every day.
Oprah is fascinating. She is a boss woman, and she don't take shit from no man. And she's the first black billionaire. I would love if Jim Breuer was a secret huge Oprah fan. That would be pretty good. That would be good.
He's leaving the breadcrumbs, dude.
really watch that interview intently. And I sobbed. I fucking sobbed.
They blocked out the cuss words.
I don't.
I love when people are so
yeah,
scared.
right.
They're so scared of getting shadow banned that they even block out like.
Well, they do it to get
cussing.
more views. I guess this
Yeah.
is TikTok, so they do
Oh,
it because
okay.
TikTok like bans. You're allowed to say Chappelle's a clone on TikTok, but you can't say fuck. That's great. China is really doing a great job.
Hey Robbie, don't use those.
Oh, sorry,
words
my
here.
bad.
We can't do that on YouTube.
You can't say
Yeah.
China yet.
Oh, really?
Shout out to our sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to our sponsor, the Chinese Communist Government.
Yeah. And Bite Dance.
Yeah,
Bite Dance.
Yeah,
Bite Dance. America #1.
You know that Tony Hinchcliffe said that the Chinese government was behind him getting canceled? Have
Really?
you watched
Oh,
that?
dude, you haven't seen that?
No. Oh,
It's pretty good, dude. You do?
Xi
I don't even sound
Jinping,
excited.
everybody. Xi Jinping. So Xi, what's your deal? Hans Kim ratted me out to Xi Jinping, everybody.
He had a podcast like
It was called Trigonometry.
Gerardo put me onto it. It's so
Tony
funny,
did?
dude.
No, he went onto a podcast called
Oh,
Trigonometry.
oh my God.
Wearing Gucci.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like comedians were like the new poets, and you think about it. But it's like if poets were also. Here's the thing about poets, though, that we as comedians, really truth tellers, all truth tellers have to deal with is nobody likes a renegade. And that's what I am.
Yeah.
It's like I get arrested every day. I might be braver than anyone in the mob or anyone.
Imagine 1,000 Shakespeares.
Yeah,
You
imagine-
cannot comprehend.
They say 1,000 monkeys could type Shakespeare. They couldn't write one shot.
cut to like a clip of Kill Tony, and after him saying that, and he's like, "And you're gay."
Yeah. It's like, Tony, your booty hole's big because of all the guys you fucking. David, the only thing big is your wallet when you go to Burger King. Then he goes on trigonometry and he's like, and this is why Joe Biden has made it impossible to be a comedian.
David with your black hole looking ass.
Yeah. Oh my God. David, this next comedian, here's the best thing he does. This next comedian is going to blow your mind. Everyone, give it up for Mr. Coochie, the guy who can't talk or whatever. It's always like it's like they give a circus act on that show.
Yeah.
All the comedians that make it are. Here's the flaw in Kill Tony. To kill in 1 minute, you got to be so gimmicky, I think. So all the comics who do well on there are like guys who are just like jumping up and down all the time, or like are in a wheelchair and talk like Stephen Hawking, or a redacted guy, or Hans Kim, I guess. Just a guy, Hans Kim, everybody. No, I just happened to find a really funny Asian comic after I got canceled for saying a slur.
Yeah.
He was on Variety this week.
Yeah.
And he said, what did he say? He was like, this is huge. It's not often Variety will cover a rabble rouser like myself. A rabble rouser? What rabble are you rousing, Tony?
Oh my God.
I don't know why people like it so much, because like it might sound rich me saying this, but it just seems mean to me. Like, why would you want to watch people that have no ability to defend themselves be made fun of by people who are like only slightly better than they are?
I mean, dude,
know?
call me the devil's assistant, but I love Kill Tony.
It's like
Tony's unbearable, but dude, the show is
It's good.
So
I guess I
fucking
really
funny.
haven't watched it,
Yeah.
so once again, it's a kind of a trope.
I used
for
to
me
think it
doing
was
that.
fun. I used to like it, but I think it's just once I moved to Austin, it became like
Yeah.
when it was an open mic at the store, it was a little better because like actual comics. But now people go to Kill Tony are pumped to get on Kill Tony, and so it's like attracting all these like weird people, and like I don't know. But maybe that's better because they know what they're getting into a little bit. But
My name is Grandpa Racial Slur, and I'm here to tell you.
Oh, so we're all sick of trannies, right? Like,
But
I
This is
think
way
people
better.
like it because it's I think because I think a lot of people just find bullying funny.
Yeah.
And the show can be good. He gets big guests, and sometimes he'll just like have it's a recording of a really good or a packed comedy show every week. So
Like,
I think,
I'm down to do Kill Tony, dude, but I would do anything to do a minute on Brewerverse, dude.
yeah.
that's
This
what I
is
was
my
thinking.
this
Yeah.
is the big league.
I honestly think that Kill Tony is big because Bruniverse has been shadow banned.
Yeah, I agree,
Dude, thank you.
If we could find Sasha a little easier, I don't
Yeah.
think Kill Tony would get so many views.
Sasha deserves a minute on Kill Tony, dude.
Yeah.
So wait, do you like Tony? You like Kill Tony?
I don't like Tony.
Okay,
Nah.
everyone I know that listen to the show doesn't like Tony though, so I don't get what the appeal of him
That's
is.
interesting.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
everyone, but the other comics I know don't like him.
I when I say I don't like him, I don't like his style of comedy. And then the trigonometry thing, I was like, he's jumping the shark, dude. That's
That was
insane.
so funny
Yeah.
to me, and that made me kind of like the Tony a little bit.
Yeah.
because it was so out of control. He, like you said, completely decked out in very expensive clothes, sitting there like this. Okay, and like and he's like, my old agent sucks. My new agent way better. Oh my god!
And my old agent still wants me.
They call me.
Tony
all
really
the
thinks
time.
he's like the son of the devil or
Yeah.
something. Like he like acts like King Joffrey basically. He's basically King Joffrey. He's like next, thumbs down, no good, red band. It's just like everything with Tony. He's just like a guy who just like. He's kind of like the comedy version of a school shooter where it seems like he got picked on and he's like, I'll show them all.
Okay.
So now anyone below him in status, he's like, you.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to like him now, the way you guys describing it to me. I want to walk back some of the stuff I said, because I thought I was at first when we started talking about it, I was like, maybe I don't know if I want to talk about it because like it's like Kill Tony's the whole thing and it'd be boring or whatever. But now I'm loving it. I like the Kill Tony. We watched a clip of Tony Hinchcliffe, and the way you're describing him works perfectly. He was him, Rogan, and Ari Shaffir, and they're talking, and he just pulls out a gun.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, he has a gun, and then Ari's like, "What are you doing? You know, like, why do you have a gun?" And then Joe's like laughing because I guess he doesn't care whether he lives or dies, and Tony's like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool, right? And they have cigars, and he has a gun. He's out of control. I like this character.
He walked around Skankfest South wearing a cowboy outfit the whole time.
No gun though.
No gun, but he does that because he's like, all those guys are very performative. Like, how cool is it that we live in Texas? You know, like they're like, I can just pull out a gun here. I have a gun, by the way. In LA, you can have a gun. You know, like they're always bringing up why. Like Texas is better than like the liberal New York or LA.
I have a cow named Bessie.
I have a cow. I have a farm, everybody. I have a farm. Old MacDonald had a farm.
I named my first cow Madison after the Madison Square Garden sellout shows we have.
Yeah, we are a fucking arena act now, everybody. His license plate, Shane pointed this out during his roast. His license plate says I roast.
Oh, wow.
That sucks.
That does suck. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
He's got a little, I mean, he's just so corny and cringe to me. And then he has the balls to do a show where he's like, you're corny and cringe.
Yeah.
You're corny and cringe. You're corny and cringe.
Well, I like the idea of like the way he is and you're not really safe around him, you know, because he's so crazy.
Yeah.
He's got a gun.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, King Joffrey-ish, so he can like end your career,
Yeah.
look you in a basement.
No, he's
maybe.
like a little psycho. He was like really rude to me one time. I liked him before that. Now, yeah, this is why I hate him. Because he was like a jerk to me one time in a very, very random way.
What happened, if you don't mind?
He
was nice to me before you start this.
He was nice to me. He was nice to me until.
Same.
So I guess I'll just tell the story.
Go
Fuck
for
it.
it.
So at Skankfest, the first one I ever did was before I had a podcast or anything like that. I like stage dove because Lewis pushed me into the crowd, and then the next Skankfest I did, Lewis pushed me in again. I had the best time the first time. Oh, so then that day, Tony comes up to Lewis and is like, "You can't let him do that. He's not a big enough comic to stage dive."
What?
As if I wasn't even in the room. Then Lewis pushed me into the crowd again. I'm crowd surfing. I get off. I have a high. Tony like pulls me aside, looks in my eyes, like it's like angrily, and he's like, "You can't do that. No one knows who you are. Jeff Ross is here." I'm like,
That's hilarious, dude.
Can you do Red Bar seeing you tell that story?
"Oh my God, Jules! Now look, this guy must really hate Tony because this could affect his career. This could ruin him. I'll ruin him. But thank you for the Tony story."
What an asshole!
Yeah,
Why
that's
is that a
wild.
thing? There's like a lot of the bigger comics. They keep this thing where they're like, "Oh, you can only some of us can sit here."
Yeah,
or
it's
like
such
you
like
can't
a
be in
status.
this side. Of
Yeah,
this,
it's such like
the
it's just people
bar.
playing status games
Yeah.
all the time.
Pathetic.
It's pathetic. And I think it's a lot of people are probably insecure about their own talent, so they're like, all they have is status, so they flex it on people constantly.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like that's their value, and maybe they're also, and you know, it works sometimes. That's how people climb the ladders, by like flexing their status a little bit. But I was telling you earlier, it's like I like one of the nicest guys in comedy is Andy Ains, and he never and he's done a billion things and never flexes status. And like I feel like if he was like more conniving and ladder climber, he could have gotten much more famous. He's doing good now, but for a while it was like, damn, Andy's like one of the funniest guys. He's like a handsome guy too. I don't know what's the issue here.
He is kind of like a more jacked, better looking version of Tony. Taller, you know?
He's what Tony sees when he looks at himself in the mirror.
Now.
Yeah.
Dude, Tony puts on.
Yeah.
He when he gets up in the morning, he hates himself because he's all skinny and like alienish. and then he like puts on all the Gucci clothes and the hat, and all of a sudden he sees Andy Haynes like doing Conan or something.
Yeah.
What does he look like? He looks like I remember I don't know if I heard him say this but he was talking about what he looks like, and I think he said it. He looks like one of those guys that wears the Christmas hat that goes over, you know, with the little poof on the end of it, like an elf.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Like a
but-
sleeping hat.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
sleeping.
exactly.
Yeah.
He looks like
Like he looks like a
sock-
guy wearing a sleeping hat.
that thing
Oh my
that
God.
old British guys wear when they go to bed.
Dude, I did not think either of you were gonna know what I'm talking about, and you said
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Hawks do. Oh my god!
All right, can you guys? I want to know what the fuck happened to David Chappelle.
Oh, you're
dude.
right.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
sorry, we got off on a tangent.
God damn it.
We had to kill Tony.
He's stretching.
Whoa, look at his. Wait, go back.
Yeah,
Look at his
dude.
fucking shorts. He's wearing a hoodie and shorts. That's bold,
Let
dude.
me see here. 1 second. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Look at this guy's outfit. You wouldn't see me caught dead wearing shorts on camera.
Let's see here.
You're never seeing the lower half of my body.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Nice, dude. Flash it again.
Whoa.
What is
Father
this?
alert.
Why did he do?
Father alert.
Why did he do that? Why is he stretching?
He's an old man.
He looks like he kind of looks like
He's got a piece on him. Oh, sorry.
he looks like Steve Kerr's redacted brother, basically.
On Rumble, you have to show skin at parts of the show. It's in the
Yeah,
contract.
yeah, because it's all boomer men. Like, hey, come on, let's see a little bit. Come on, Breuer. What am I paying for?
Look at those thighs.
Outstorm that Capitol.
I hope it's him. But I will say when he came.
Okay, sorry. I thought you guys were going to say something.
No,
pretty good.
that was just
Pretty
great.
I mean, he hopes it was him.
He's hoping for the best.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Exactly.
Right?
When they clone your friend, you kind of hope that your friend wasn't actually cloned.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's nice, though. Most conspiracy guys are like, look, I hope that's not true, but, you know, maybe Bush did 9/11. I don't know. I hope not.
He never used to hang out with Michelle Wolf.
Yeah.
He has to be cloned.
Yep.
And I thought, all right, maybe he did steroids. Maybe he worked out like crazy. I know he was very self-conscious being skinny his whole life. And our communication ended. Now, I had a bizarre FaceTime thing, which, again, I think is very sketch. Even the person that, you know, I
Because Tim Cook is trying to silence me.
Yeah, he's shadow banned. Yeah.
Yeah, was it Tim Cook that called up Jim Breuer?
Yeah. Oh, it was Tupac, actually.
there was this, I'll just leave it this. I don't know.
That's the whole clip.
I think he talked about that FaceTime on the Roseanne show
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
Yeah, I remember the Roseanne.
The Roseanne thing was
pretty
like,
good.
he's gotten, since this, he's like pivoted to like, you know, actually, yeah, he was cloned. Like,
really?
I mean, that Roseanne clip was more recent. I guess it was only 12 days ago.
It's so funny.
This was
because
13 days ago. Yeah.
I didn't even. I'm so dumb. I didn't pick up on that's what he was saying. I thought he was saying in the Roseanne thing, and we'll watch it, I guess. But I thought what he was saying is that someone that came to visit Chappelle and like told him, "Hey, you know, you have to toe the line, whatever that means." And
I think the implication is that he was cloned.
well, now I
It
think
means
it is.
Because that's why he's like bringing up why he looked different and stuff.
Oh, I haven't watched the full. Maybe I only saw a few seconds. of it.
Chappelle at that
We don't
time
have to.
were
I think
very
I could do the full
close.
10 minutes of this one.
Guys,
Me and him.
shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. No, let's not watch this.
Yeah, because it's pretty much exactly what he said in the last one. He just is like,
Not stretching his legs.
he basically, yeah. He dressed up for Roseanne.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that face. What the hell?
That's the cockatoo face.
It's such a bummer because like Roseanne and Jim Breuer were both funny at one point, and I guess they just lose their minds. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jim Breuer is a good comic, and Roseanne's legend.
He did really good stories. Yeah, and the Roseanne TV show was great.
You know, I don't know what that is. Like, you're really good, and then you just go completely insane.
Yeah, it's probably not good business that all of these people will probably be at Skankfest. I'm not.
Oh, wait, Jim Breuer and Roseanne will be at
Roseanne
Skankfest?
was there last year.
Oh, did you watch her?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was backstage with Schaub.
Oh, yeah?
I
Oh,
was. yeah.
shit.
Oh, talk about
I got
that,
legitimately starstruck. He was the only guy I got starstruck over.
What the hell?
I don't blame you, dude.
He was with his brother.
Jay?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude.
Do you ask Jay anything?
I was literally like, I talked to like Ron White and all these big comics. You know, it's like, you know, I'm kind of literally Schaub was when I was like, oh my God, like what would I even say to him? You know, like, so I didn't get to say to him, but he sat down next to me, and my main thing was just I thought he looked really hot. I was like, he's much better looking in person.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Well, you got to know that. I mean,
Yeah.
he slings dick.
But he looks weird on camera sometimes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like he's like has like a puffy face or
Yeah.
like
a weird beard.
Yeah,
He
weird
shaves his
beard. Yeah, I was
facial
like,
hair
oh, he's like
strange.
a good looking guy. Like, yeah. So
I'm not surprised by that because this is the guy that fucking drinks Magic Mine.
yeah.
Rain Daddy.
Yeah.
You know, he's fucking on a Helix mattress every night because sleep is really important.
Yeah, I think he lost a lot of weight recently. Maybe
yeah?
maybe that's it. Yeah.
He lifts like 40 times 200. What is it? 300 pounds?
I don't
or
know,
something
but
like
he
that?
does also only eat nicotine pouches. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's on
that's
the
it.
Ozempic.
yeah.
Nicotine really helps with your brain. So if your brain is working harder, sometimes it don't even like it has no Ozempic effect.
Yeah.
You can like get your body to sweat more.
Wait, so Tony thinks that it was the CCP?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He had this whole thing about.
What?
They were like, so you were canceled. Tell us how that happened. And he was like, well, I was asleep at night and I started getting these weird messages on my phone that all this Asian lettering. He said something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is also the arena of ideas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish it was
had a
Destiny.
hugely successful trip, as you saw. AG1 is a simple
God.
and easy way to
Come
make
on.
stage burst.
No.
Thinking in my head, I can't. 16 years of doing this fucking shit. I took the hardest paths. You know, I slept in my car, all the stupid old school comedian shit that you've
I
heard
took the
about.
hardest path. It took me 2 years to become friends with Joe Rogan. You don't know what that's like. That's like he has like this. He has this like persecution complex that he's like. It took him, but it was like he was past the Comedy Store within like 3 or 4 years or something.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like yeah, he was actually pretty successful, pretty young, honestly. So I don't know why he has like this narrative that he like struggled for so long.
Everybody, you know, sleeping in my car behind the Comedy Store.
He was
working
molested
the
by Boone Shakalaka.
Yeah.
Forget. You
Guam,
forget.
Guam sat on me.
Guam fucked him. Fucked by Guam.
I got fucked by Guam. But enough about my birthday.
Luke
he's-
Schwartz
he's
killed
like
my
a-
mother.
Yeah, Luke.
Stuart Thompson fucked my ass. So it was like it was a very nice. It was a good experience actually.
That was
a
consensual.
It's consensual. No, she said yes, and that is the definition of consent. I just hung out with Stuart last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the punchline.
Great guy, never met him.
I love. Yeah, I really like Stuart. He's a really
Yeah,
nice
Stuart
guy.
is very nice. Very nice guy.
He's
So
just
is
like
Luke.
and he works really hard, and he's
Guam's nice too. If we're saying all the guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony is not nice.
No.
Not nice.
Well-
Is that nice? Oh, you know what my favorite Schaubism is by far is Dung Count.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
so good.
That
dude.
one I've watched that one like 300 times.
Doesn't matter, don't count.
Don't count.
Yep.
Don't count.
Yeah, they're talking about lifting weight, and they're talking about Rife
Yeah.
can lift weight or something,
Yeah.
and he goes, "How tall is he?" They're like, "He's 5'11". Don't count.
The best is right before he goes, pause it. Pause it. Don't count.
That should be a show. Yeah, that would be a great show. Don't count with Schaub.
Yeah,
And he just tells you all the things that
Don't
don't
count.
count.
Don't count. It's like something a kid would do, you know? Like,
Yeah.
no, didn't count. Because I said so.
When it absolutely, it's so obvious that it counts.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
a kid. Yeah.
He teaches t-ball or baseball, and he has a cubby in the dugout, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
do
yeah.
you hear about this?
No.
So this really made Gerardo laugh on the last one, and I didn't notice at first, but now I fully agree with Gerardo. So take it away. What happened?
He has a cubby in the dugout
Uh-huh.
of a t-ball baseball team, dude.
Okay.
But think about what that means for a second.
Okay.
So there's cubbies for the kids to put their stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Schaub has his own.
And the stuff in them's identical, like Capri Suns and like fucking Big League Chew. And, oh, that's my favorite baseball, that one. That's
dude.
fucking awesome.
He's got batting gloves in there.
Oh
and
my
shit,
god,
dude.
that is so. Imagine like a bunch of like middle schoolers and Brendan Schaub like hanging out by the cubbies. Like,
Hang up.
so what are you guys doing after this? Do you think we'll get orange slices or like cookies after?
Hey, how many kids do you fuck?
My wife said she'd take me for pizza if we win.
Dude, we did like 20, like it's a 10-minute show, but we
Yeah.
did like 20 minutes on just the
this cubby,
cubbies,
dude.
dude.
That is fucking great. That
Because-
is really. And it took me a second. I was like, oh yeah, he's an athlete. Oh, whoa.
Your root of like them having all the same stuff, very, very funny.
Very funny.
I think Gerardo's main thing was just the whole insaneness of it. Mine is like that he took a cubby away from another kid.
Yeah, talk to me when you have a podcast, buddy.
yeah. He's bragging about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this 12-year-old just couldn't friggin' this is the good section of cubbies. I don't know if you guys know that. The ones in there you gotta walk down the hall. There's one in the dugout.
He's like telling them other like his friends that are at the game, like Brian comes with them. He's like, go ahead and put your stuff in the one of the cubbies.
Yeah, your back looks kind of heavy. You need somewhere to put it. I got somewhere.
Like, that's for kids.
Hey, if you get sick of if you guys want to take a break, we could put the baseball away at my. No, we don't have to walk far. It's right by the dugout.
Tony would have a cubby probably.
Yeah, I've got a cubby. You can't do that. I have a cubby. You can't talk to me like that. I have a cubby in the belly room.
He wouldn't let you put your stuff in the cubby. He tells Lewis like, "Hey, Lewis, you can't.
Lewis, you can't let him. That's my cubby.
He's not famous enough to have a
Not
cubby.
famous enough. That's the headliner's cubby. That's the cubby for headliners.
Oh my god, that sounds too real. It hurt a little bit.
So
To
funny.
me.
That's the thing. That headliners telling you they're headliners is such a comedian ego move for sure.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I want to see you do more impressions of comedians with cubbies.
Oh yeah. I got myself a cubby. We can go in there, lie down, get nasty with cat. They call me Brian Cubby.
That was good.
Louis Cubby K. You're like, so I have a fucking cubby. I'm like, can't just put your stuff away. You gotta have a cubby. I'm like, have it. It's right fucking there, and then you jerk off.
Diaz at all? Joey Diaz?
Look at here, Joe Rogan. 1972. I'm in Jersey. I have nowhere to put my cocaine. This was back before bags. So I had to get myself a cubby. And that cubby is what put me in the clinker for 3 years. That's crazy, man. So
I jacked stuff from Enrique's cubby.
yeah, I got to. Where do you think they put the drugs? I just don't know that world. That's so crazy, man.
What about
Jules, we need a cubby in here. This is cubby. This is the one thing our set is missing is a cubby. We could get one. No. The one you showed me was crap. Let's go to break.
Oh, so good, dude.
Wait, who are some more comics?
What about Gilbert Gottfried getting a cubby?
I have a cubby. 1932, an old Jewish man walks into the dugout. He says, I'll take one cubby. He says, how much? He says 10 cents. I said, I'll give you 5 cents for it.
That was so good.
Yeah.
Dalia cubby?
Dalia cubby. Oops, small. TJ Miller cubby. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a cubby. Welcome to Dallas.
Welcome to Dallas.
Yeah, dude, I got this cubby. It's sponsored by Yo Credo.
All right, dude. Bert Kreischer, do it. Yeah.
Tom, one time, this is true. I had 20 cubbies. One time, I was just talking with Xi Jinping. Really, he's a friend, and I pooped myself in front of my cubby. Shane goes, "If you don't have a fucking cubby, dude, that's gay."
Yeah.
Devin Costa.
What? We all just have cubbies now. Ben Avery is like, yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, I got a cubby. Tim Dillon. Here's the thing about a cubby. We all gotta have one. I like a big one. Like a big cubby where I put my books.
Can you do Gerard Carmichael? Because I just was watching his.
I could do Mulaney. I'll try.
Mulaney.
I'll try.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, I'm Cubby Mulaney, and if you meet me by there, I'll buy you drugs.
Good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Solid,
Hell
solid,
yeah.
good, solid.
Oh
I'm
my
pulling out the Rolodex here.
Jerry Seinfeld, dude.
Oh, Kramer! Don't say the N-word, buy my cubby! They did it, Jerry. They took my cubby. They took your cubby. They took my cubby. I was putting food in there. They took your cubby because you're chubby.
This is great.
So you're not a cubby buddy. I'm not a guy. I don't got no cubby buddies.
We should end while we're ahead, dude.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
so
I think so.
great.
Unless you have more.
I have more, but I'm
shit.
trying to fucking think through my Rolodex.
Because it's
dude.
going to end with you doing a comedy or a comedian cubby bit. for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
right? There's nothing left.
Comedians in cars renting cubbies. This is the show. This is the show.
What time are we at?
1:14.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like how I like the exact amount of time that we spent on Tony Hinchcliffe. That was good. Just like 3 seconds of the podcast, dude.
I mean, look, I already seen everything I need to see. Look at
It's
this
a
fucking
yacht.
outfit.
It's like literal yacht hat.
Yeah.
Like you're a fucking commander of a boat or whatever, captain of a
I
boat.
had a cubby,
I
and
had a
Xi
cubby.
Jinping
Oh my
was
God.
so jealous.
Yeah, let's watch this. All right, I'm gonna hijack.
No, I'm like I said, it's good.
Door at the store, picking up shifts at the coffee shop around the corner, working from 7 a.m. to 12.
All right, well, that's the show, dude. That was
Nobody wants to hear
I
that.
had to have a job. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I had to have a job.
He's saying what every other comedian, even open micer, has to do.
He's talking about what most people in the world have
that
to
too,
do.
that too.
I had to wake up at 7. Can you believe a genius mind like mine had to wake up at 7 a.m.? That's 2 hours before 9.
that's hilarious, dude. Let's see here.
Jumping on the phones at the Comedy Store from 12 to 7, working the door at the Comedy Store from 8 to 2 a.m., and then waking up after sleeping in my car at 5 a.m. and working at the coffee shop the next day. I mean, literally. And I'm thinking to myself, is this happening to me? Is this really it? What can I do? And again, of all the people, again, Shane Gillis and Ari Shafir,
Burberry.
who had both gone through it. Shane made a joke on a podcast, got canceled off of SNL. Ari Shafir made a joke on Twitter.
I have famous friends, everybody. Shane Gillis and Ari Shafir, I'm sorry not to name drop. I absolutely had to do it. But we're like all the same guy when you think about it. We all had to go through the same exact thing.
I wish he pulled out a gun in this one too. So it became like a
I feel
thing that
bad
he
for
does.
Shane that he gets like lumped in with Ari and Tony's cancellations because
Yeah.
Shane wasn't trying to be mean-spirited. He was just like riffing on a podcast. Ari was like trying to like trigger the family of a dead guy. And Tony was like bullying his opener. So it's like, not that I think anyone should like lose work or be canceled. I'm not like a cancel culture guy or anything like that. But it's like, what Shane did wasn't nearly as like egregious, not egregious, but Ari and Tony were canceled for being jerks or like just like being mean-spirited and trolling. And they kind of got their, they kind of got.
At the end of the day,
pushback.
though, the real reason that all of those guys got canceled is because none of them had Magic Mind.
Yep.
That's true. I agree.
You work out before the show, and then you get your endorphins rolling, and you reach over, you look around. Oh yeah, Magic Mind.
Yeah.
Take a
Also,
sip.
are you still allowed to act like the persecuted canceled guy if you're on like the cover of Variety this week? Like,
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
like there should be like, and this is what I do like about Shane. He doesn't talk about getting canceled that much because I think he doesn't want to. But I think these guys like kind of love it.
It's a badge of honor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like It's like in Goodfellas when they go to prison and come out. They're like, "You popped your cherry, kid."
Yeah.
They all think that they're like, "Yeah, I did my time. Mm-hmm. I did my time."
He's still angry about whatever happened when he's doing this well. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get revenge.
It's my story.
He
Brendan.
likes it. No, but he likes it because it adds to his mystique as like a truth teller. Like, ooh, what I was saying was like too much for the masses. Like, I go there. That's right. I go there,
You remember when Chris D'Elia, do you see the clip when he's talking about like how he's about to say, now he's canceled, he's going to say shit. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
But the first thing, or pretty much the only thing he says is, the craft services at the zombie movie I was in, not that good.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
saw.
I didn't really have a good
that.
time making it.
That was unhinged. I remember that. Yeah,
That was sad.
That was like, you have lost, because I feel like he's a guy who loved being famous.
Yeah.
Like, he loved it. He still kind of acts like that guy a little bit too. Like he kind of like flexes his wealth a lot. Like, he's like, look how hot I am for a 42-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
I just bought a sword.
He still acts like that guy, but he's like mostly reviled, I think now.
Yeah.
It's too bad because he's one of the greatest.
Yeah. Oh,
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know about dolphins and what they do to us.
Yeah.
girls get drunk. Funny stuff.
I didn't until
funny.
CD, dude.
Yeah. I love that he called his first one white male black comic.
Yeah.
Like, how did he not get more shit for that?
Yeah. I really like that special though.
At the time, I thought it was funny
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that was a funny CD. But then I actually liked his Vine at the time. Of all of these guys, I actually did like some of D'Elia's comedy.
Yeah.
Like he's funnier than Callan for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, everyone is funnier than Callan.
Yeah.
Callan's that guy's funnier than Callan.
Yeah, that guy's funnier than Callan.
Dude, I got in a car crash in January, the same week that Turbo Fonzarelli came out by Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah.
And I liked it.
Oh nice.
And then I watched it with Brendan, and I was like, dude, that car crash did something.
that's hilarious. That's funny.
And then I
true,
went
it's
to the
pretty
doctor
bad.
the next day.
That's great. That when you realize that you got brain damage because you liked Pete Davidson's song. I actually like Pete. I've heard he's a nice guy too.
He's funny, but that special wasn't.
No, the special was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I mean, yeah. I didn't even really watch it. He's like almost too famous now.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what are you gonna talk about? You know.
Or you get the thing where you're so famous that everyone just laughs at everything you say, so you don't
Yeah.
really know what's funny anymore.
Yeah. Because he like sells out. Like he has like really hardcore fans, and I think
wanna
it's a
fuck
lot of
him.
like dumb young people. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like.
You want to fuck him?
Yeah, I got this cubby. Staten Island, I got a cubby. Yeah, you know, I need it to store my big penis.
I just come in my
I
cubby.
come in my cubby. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. My
It-
mom wants to fuck my cubby now.
He was
My mom
talking
wants to
about.
fuck my cubby now. You know, my cubby was in the World Trade Center.
He was talking about the chick that stalked him, and like instead of doing funny bits about it, he was just like, "Yeah, and I fucked her," and then you like expect people to laugh. At that stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even that good. I gave it better than it was.
Nice. That's cool.
All right, well, let's end the show there, dude. I'm hungry.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Robbie, for coming on.
Dude, thank you for having me. That was
check
fun.
out Robbie's podcast.
Yeah,
Yes,
what about
oh, yeah,
Rob and
yeah.
the Crowder Boys?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right. Later.